Hey everybody, this is the Deplorable Chicano again. Uh, I wanted to talk to you all about the border crisis going on down there in Texas right now, down in Eagle Pass, which I'm very familiar with. There used to be a parking area back there. I used to go park at late at night. When I would be going down to like Laredo or coming out of Laredo, going, to wherever up north or California or El Paso. So I used to go to Eagle Pass quite a bit, down there by Carrizo and Joe Brown and all that. Nice area back there. But anyways, um, I want to talk to you about that and the convoy that's going out there. Well, I support the convoy going out there, which I don't think is going to help out very much, to be honest with you. Because you got to think when they did the convoy, a couple of years ago, you know, up in Canada, and then they did one here in the United States. Nothing really got resolved. Nothing really. I mean, yeah, we had Jim Jordan and a few people get in with the truckers and talk to him and, try to work with him, but you got those higher ups up there that run the government that if they don't like it, they're not going to help you. And they say that our word matters. To them, it don't matter. I mean, so far, what has been resolved other than nothing? You got this guy, sippy cup 2.0 Biden in there, sleepy Biden. Was it sleepy sippy cup Biden? I believe Hannity was calling him for a while. 2.0. Yeah. You got that guy in there. And yeah, they're right. Yeah, he is the worst president. Yeah, heck, Jimmy Carter, he's happy. He got that worst president marking off of his list. You got somebody come over and take over on that one. But anyways, yeah, I wanted to find out what a lot of people think about it. I said, me personally, it ain't gonna really work. I mean, that our White House, our administration just doesn't give a crap about the American people. They really don't. And those of you that support the whole Biden thing, you guys really need to wake up. Either you guys are still living at mom and dad's house, or you guys just don't have any family and you're just not happy. You don't want to be happy. You want to make everybody else miserable with you. And me personally, I believe in making everybody happy if I can, even though I know I can't. I got 3 beautiful granddaughters, and my daughter as well. And I want to see them live the actual, real American way. That's why when you get on a vote this year, if you do go on a vote, really, really, really use your head on this one. Don't just go out there and vote for anybody because you don't like Trump. You gotta vote for somebody. Vote for him. I mean, you don't have to, of course. You can vote for whoever you want. Heck, you can vote for my dog Blackie over there that's knocked out again, like usual. He was just walking around. But yeah, you can tell though, I'm a big Trump supporter. Me and my wife both, which she's over here napping now. I just fed her a big dinner. But yeah, we're both. I've had a lot of people say, well, how can you stand for that guy. You know, he wants to shut down the borders. He doesn't want to shut down the borders. He just wants to make it to where the illegals aren't going to be able to come across all that easy. You know, it's not going to be 100%. There's no way. They're going to, if there's a will, there's a way. You know, if there's a way to get across, they're going to find it, and they're going to figure it out. You know, but at least they'll slow them down. And we won't have all these drugs, fentanyl, all that coming across the border. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. You know, my mom and dad both were drug addicts. And growing up, I got to see all that. You know, being from East Los Angeles, I grew up in a little neighborhood in East Los Angeles that we used to call it the drugstore. Our street was where you could go down the street and pick up any type of drug you wanted. You know, you see people out there looking like zombies walking around. I literally try to revive people back from overdosing when I was a kid, teenager. You know, I had a good guy that I knew die in my arms from an overdose. You know, because I was trying to revive him back. You know, just saw him laying out there, went over there. He overdosed. I tried doing everything I could. You know, I couldn't pick him up because I was too young and he was just way too heavy for me. I couldn't drag him into a cold shower or something like that. You know, try to, you know, put him into a shock to bring him back. You know, things like that stuck in my head. That's why I'm 100% against drugs. You know, I'm against drinking. You know, I don't do drugs. I don't drink. You know, I'm against them. You know, only because I saw it and I had to live it. And all you people that are deniers, you're idiots. You know, and believe it or not, yeah, those illegals do bring stuff like that across the border. You know, there are gang members that come across that border. There are rapists that come across that border. There are molesters that come across that border. Not everybody. There are a few good families that I have met. And believe me, I met several. You know, I knew several good families that came here just to work, you know, and try to live the American dream as best as they possibly can because, you know, Mexico's not the greatest place to live. You know, and El Salvador as well. You know, South America. But I did know a lot of them, and you know, my in-laws, my son-in-law, you know, he's from El Salvador. Well, his mom is from El Salvador. His mom and dad. His dad was a drug addict. He was in and out of prison as well. He got deported back, and he would sneak across the border and do them again. And he would come across with weapons, drugs, you name it. There was even one time where I got a phone call from him and my daughter begging me for money, you know, because the coyotes were going to leave his ass out in the middle of the desert, you know, and cut his ankles so that way he couldn't walk if they didn't get the money that he had promised them. So we came up with the money to get him out because I just can't see a person suffering and dying like that, even though I didn't like the guy. Matter of fact, I whipped his ass a couple of times, and I did not like him. Yeah, but that's another story to tell later on down the line if you all want to hear it. But yeah, I support shutting down that border. You know, have people come across legally. If my wife could do it, anybody could do it. My wife, I met her, you know, 41 years ago. She was going to a school, and she was taking up the history classes and stuff like that, so that way she could get her permanent citizenship. And me and her started dating. We were together for about a year, and I asked her to marry me. She said, no, not yet, not until I get my permanent residency, because a lot of people were saying that she was with me because I'm an American, and that's an easy way to get her papers, which is bullshit. But we waited, and sure enough, she got that card saying that she was a permanent resident. and she was happy. And shortly after that, we got married, and we've been together ever since. She's been a good woman to me, and she stood by me through thick and thin. So I have to do the same thing with her, and do whatever I can to support her, because I've supported her all ever since, and I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm not gonna give up on her. I've had a few people tell me, hey, she can't really walk anymore, she can't really talk, and you can't hear her, and this and that. Why don't you try to find somebody else? It's like, yeah, but when I was down with my back and my legs and stuff like that, when I had problems, years ago, she didn't bother doing that to me, so I'm not going to do that to her. And I made a promise at the altar, like I said in my other video, that for better for worse, sickness and health, and I'm keeping that word. Yeah, sometimes it does drive me up the wall, and it is very hard to, do. Hard to help her, on a lot of her needs. Like going to the restroom, getting out of bed, especially with me, having my thing where, I could get around. I could still get up on that foot. It's very hard for me to do, but I can do it. I can still get around. Plus, she has her little wheelchair there, and you probably can't see the knee scooter in front of the television, but there's a knee scooter right there that I get around on. But at the same time, I got that big old black shoe that I have to wear day and night. Well, when I go to bed, I could take it off. But I have these big boots. It's a big insulated boot that I have to wear, for bed. To try to keep the wound dry and keep it steady. And it's kind of hard. Believe me, it is. And it's painful. Very, very, very painful. Especially with the open wound on the side of your foot. It's an open pad. And as big as mine is, and then I'm missing those 4 toes. Yeah, it gets quite a bit difficult. But I manage. And I stand strong. And I stand tall. No matter what. I might get frustrated. I might yell. I might not. Who knows? Depends on how tired I am and what my mood is. But I don't blame anybody for it. I don't blame myself. Things happen. And here I am. But anyways, I I say, I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about that Texas border thing and the convoy that's heading out there. It's supposed to be there actually today, or they're leaving out today from Virginia, I think. And I support it. I don't think it's going to do anything. It's just going to go there and make a lot of noise, and that's about it. Because this administration we got in the office right now does not give a shit one bit of crap about me and you. And they did that to the Canadians, and they did that to us a couple of years ago too. When we had the Freedom Convoy. So that's the way I feel. But anyways, hope you all like this video, and I'll try to make another one soon. And if you have your weapon, make sure you carry your weapon at all times, according to your state law. You protect yourself, protect your family, all your loved ones, your surroundings, your neighborhood if you can. Don't go down the street shooting, but do everything by legal law of your state and your city. And I hope to see you all later on. Thank you. Bye.